Welcome back. And here's Samson's take. Injustice and Justice. University of Education, Winneba. A viral video of City Authority Task Force, sometimes including police officers, once again is seen assaulting people, including an elderly woman, in the name of enforcing some sanitation rules. And that breaks my heart. Even if the law did not prohibit such conduct, what upbringing emboldens a young man to whip an elderly woman in public? Well, the regional minister was applauded supervising similar unconstitutional and criminal conduct, where his task force flogged and made people squat in and sweep dusty portions of Medina roads for failing to use the footbridge. And there's a specific law to punish people for that. Article 15 of the Constitution prohibits any form of inhuman and degrading treatment and acts likely to diminish their dignity and worth. And that's even when one has been or is in the grips of police or the state for a criminal offense. Even that, the police is not allowed to administer any punishment because the law prohibits that. It's only a court that can do that. Sadly, even the president didn't see any wrong with indiscriminate burning of excavators on site without an opportunity for their owners to be heard. What do you want the people who purported to condemn mob injustice in the murder of a soldier to learn? These injustices, especially by constituted authority, inspire impunity. You think the MCE for Sekandi Takrade is alone in this brazen above the law conduct? He only got unlucky. His act is in the public view. Many police officers, poor civil servants, have suffered naked evil transfers for refusing unlawful instructions, daring to call the bluff of politicians and people connected to power, or for simply being or not being NDC or NPP. Stop the injustice. Now, justice, they say, is sweet when it is swift, but justice may be buried when it is hurried. In a rather swift turn of events in 2017, characteristic of the well-choreographed removal of EC boss Charlotte Osei and her deputies, the University of Education, Winneba, was also set on edge. There may have been a procedural issue with the university's council and the refusal to reconstitute it, but that should not have led to the bizarre developments that saw the vice-chancellor, a principal officer, and 4 other staff axed from office. One court decision after the other, and a quick installation of a new VC and replacement of other officers saw the university dominate the news. And even the president was accused of complicity and undermining the courts in the induction of a new VC in 2018, at a time a number of suits, including an injunction application, were pending determination. Yes, not even IOCO investigative reports exonerating those affected of alleged procurement wrongs could get them their jobs back. Yes, even a favorable determination of a petition by the education minister was ignored, just like a similar outcome by a committee of eminent persons chaired by a respected Court of Appeal judge. This week, the High Court issued orders compelling their reinstatement and compensation. Some of them may have moved on, but justice at last. And it was refreshing to hear an emergency University Council meeting attended by the Education Minister declare full commitment to restore Professor Mauto Avoke to his VC position, as well as welcome back Dr. Theophilus Akoli and the other affected staff. Res judicata, litigation must come to an end, and the posture of the council must be embraced by all who seek the well-being of the university. The VC position is vacant now, and Professor Avoke has some 2 years or less to serve. His promise of reconciliation should see a united university staff focused on the progress of the University of Education, Winneba. All those playing various roles to ensure the end of what sought to destroy this important center of education deserve commendation. Justice harried may be justice buried. And that's my take. We'll be right back and engage my guests on the issue of the wave of coups in Africa, particularly in West Africa. We'll also look at the cost of elections in Ghana. Where do they get the money? And the illicit money, the e-levy, is that leading us to IMF? And we don't want to go to IMF? We'll be right back.